It's round 3 of Super Rugby, and big weekend waiting up for us. But let's start off with what we did last week. Last week did pretty well. 6 out of 9. 6 guys, 6 out of 9 that got right. 3 wrong, and of course in this competition any team can beat any team on any day. But the 6 out of 9 got right. The ones I'm proud of especially are the Force win and the Sunwolves being beaten by the Kings. Those are 2 I called pretty well. The ones I didn't get right, fair enough, 2 of them were at the death. The Sharks and the Brumbies. Well done, Sharks. Really impressed with how you guys played that game. And the other one was the Crusaders beating the Highlanders there at the death. I went for the home team. I was proved wrong. And the other one I got wrong. The third one, Cheetahs Bulls. Well, yeah, the way the Cheetahs played that night, there's very few sides who are going to beat them when they're playing in that sort of form. Okay, but let's go straight into this week's predictions. A big weekend coming up. First one, the toughest one to call of the weekend, Chiefs Hurricanes. Hurricanes put 150 odd points up in 2 weeks. Chiefs have been playing well. I think it's going to be extremely difficult. It's in Hamilton, so you'd favour the Chiefs. There's a team that can beat the Canes, it'll be the Chiefs. But I think the Canes are in just such good form, such confidence at the moment, really happy with their own game. So I reckon the Hurricanes are going to take this one. Very close, too close to call. But if I had to make a call, it'd be the Hurricanes. The second game in New Zealand, the Blues Highlanders, also a tough one to call. I don't think the Blues are as good as people thought they were in the first week. That game against the Rebels really made them look a bit better than they did. So I think the Highlanders, they've got a lot of injuries, but I think they still probably will have enough to beat the Blues. It's in Auckland, but I think the Highlanders are going to go for a away team on this one as well. But it'll be a very close game again. Brumbies Force, big one, especially with a lot of talk going on in Australian rugby about them losing a team in Super Rugby in the future. The Force have to prove themselves. Dave Wessels, they've got their first win under the belt. They're going to look to go against the Brumbies again. They can beat the Brumbies. I think Brumbies at home are going to be a bit tougher though. I give this one to the Brumbies, although I think the Force are going to give them a run. Fourth overseas game of the weekend will be the Reds against the Crusaders. And the Crusaders, after that last minute win against the Highlanders, have really got too much for the Reds. The Reds are going to try their best, but I think we're going to give that Crusaders by 7-10 there. And then we get to the Super Saturday with all the South African teams playing. We have the Kings and the Stormers. Big game in Port Elizabeth. Kings will have taken a lot out of their win against the Sunwolves. But do they have enough to beat the Stormers? The Stormers showed a little bit of cracks against the Jaguares. It's going to make it a very tough one, but I think the Stormers probably by 10 to 15 points there. Sorry, Kings fans, I really hope you guys can put up a fight, but I don't see it happening. Things are going really well in Bloemfontein at the moment. Franco Smith's side really on form, on par. They're really doing well. They're going to play against the Sunwolves this weekend. The Sunwolves haven't really done well. They really aren't. They don't have the firepower in this competition. I can see the Cheetahs winning there by 15 to 20 points at least. You can go big on this margin because if it does blow out, it's going to blow out big. So I reckon they're going to go. The Sunwolves only brought 25 players to South Africa as well, but it's not great depth there, and they've rested some players, so I don't think they're even looking at a win here. So the Cheetahs, big margin. Waratahs showed a couple of glimpses of some good game last week against the Lions, but the Sharks also, with their one win on the road, they know how to win. They beat the Reds, they won overseas, back at home now, back in the Shark Tank. I can see them taking it to the Waratahs. Waratahs will be a bit better this week, but they're without Bernard Foley, they're without a couple of players. I still think the Sharks have got enough firepower to win there. I'd say the Sharks by 5 to 10 points at home. Lions face the Jaguares in Buenos Aires, and as one of the guys who left a comment here last week said, they were maybe a bit hard done by the ref in the Stormers game. I think the Stormers got away with a bit there, but their discipline, I really think that's a factor they need to work on. 4 yellow cards in 2 games, you get a reputation as a team, and people remember that. They'll be playing at home. They might not have that problem at home. They'll have a boisterous crowd. The Lions have rested 4 guys as well. They'll be hoping to get a sneak away with a win without the likes of Elton Yankees there. But even without Elton, Lionel, Franco Mostert, and a couple of the other guys, Ryan Janssen van Rensburg, Lions have got a lot of firepower. Jacques Nel looking very good. Good youngster coming up. They've got good players coming in. It's going to be a tight one, this. The Lions might sneak this one, but to me, if I had to put money down it, I'd back the home team by only about 2 to 3 points. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Tell me your predictions, where I get it wrong, where I get it right, and subscribe to this channel, please, man. You'll see much more videos like this.